Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody. Loki says hello. He's running around in a circle. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good morning here. You guys know normally I don't stream in the morning time here. Normally I prefer to stream in the afternoon. And I was going to actually stream in the afternoon as of like maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. But now that I see Bitcoin just, a couple $1,000s away from all-time highs, I figured I would go live for a little bit. If we do go to all-time highs, I do also have a few goodies here I'll be looking to smoke, and I'll share those with you guys here in a few minutes. But really good day to come along. Loki wants to say hello. He saw that I was live, so he wanted to say howdy. He's looking for a toy though. Oh, look at you. Up, 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 up. Loki, up. Yeah. So Loki says hello. And now we can get on to the show, so to speak. There we are. All right. So again, a lot of stuff is happening today. Be careful with your risk management and so forth. We've been talking about this for a while, and I know when we ended the stream last night, we were talking about this dump with Bitcoin. You guys can see on the 15-minute chart here, and how I think I made the point that the fact that we broke out above it was a really good thing, because the next time we come up to retest it, it's going to be a lot easier to break out and hold and then continue going higher. That was the point I was making yesterday. And lo and behold, it took a while. Again, it's early in the morning, once ETFs and those guys could start buying up Bitcoin again. And boom, look at that. We had to break out. We consolidated for a little bit longer, and now we are tearing it up. And we just broke $67,000, and now it looks like we're coming back down to consolidate a little bit more, but things are ultimately looking very, very good. So, hey, Ty Malone. Yeah, guys, if you guys can subscribe, like, comment. Today of all days, I don't care how much you guys spam or comment, just don't spam token names, But if you guys want to spam rocket ships, whatever you guys want to do, I highly encourage it. Make it be 5 words or more, I think, and that's how YouTube justifies it, I think. But the more you guys message, I guess, the better their algorithm promotes it, especially in the first hour of the stream. So as much as you guys can comment, I would really, really appreciate it. Dogelon Mars is pumping like crazy too. Oh yeah, I expect it to be doing it. And hey, Mixed Chick, hello, Mr. Tanker, Coinbase, what the fuck? Oh, is Coinbase having an issue here? What's up, Mike? Hey, Rip Sergeant, happy to see you. NS, the Diamond Life, just talking yesterday with you. Devow, Tattoo, Laurel Scratcher, Norido. Now, hope I can pronounce the name properly. Mixed Chick, Prodigy, and Austin. Hope you guys all having a good day. Now, let me just do one thing very fast. Is Coinbase status okay? No, that's not a thing. Oh, that's today. Yeah. A half an hour ago. Oh, okay. Everything still seems to be operational, but it seems like they're still having some issues here. So be aware. If Coinbase wasn't able to fix their server issue, that's going to be a big problem. And I think people may honestly move away from Coinbase to a certain effect. So they better hope that everything stays operational here. But it seems like this is very recent. Hold on. Somebody's calling me. There you go. But what do you call? Oh, there we are. Yes. But overall, everything's looking pretty well here. Let me turn off my phone here. How do I do this? Or... oh, I think I just turned it upside down or something. Regardless, should be good to go. Alrighty. Hello, Puma. Hope you guys are doing well. What's it here? Okay, let me get on with this, and I'll say hi to you guys in a little bit. Basically, it looks like Coinbase is just starting to have a little bit of an issue, so I will open up X, and I'll just check that out very fast, because Bitcoin's consolidating here for the next few seconds, and then we're going to be going over all the altcoins and the meme tokens and everything going off, because there's mixed results. Not everything is popping off right now, okay? Not everything is popping off. So what I want to do is go over here to Coinbase. Breaking, Coinbase app have crashed again. Connection trouble. We are working on a fix. Please try again later. This is big. So let me readjust the title. Coinbase down. Update. Coinbase, they're really having issues here. And here we go. 6 minutes ago, we are aware that some users may experience increased latency across Coinbase.com, and a few users may see intermittent zero balances. Rest assured, your funds are safe. Our team is investigating this issue, and they provide an update. Trading is not impacted at this time. So it says trading is not impacted, but the balances are still messing up. I'll basically just do a good old quote and say, what the fuck is this? Question mark. Let's keep the grammar up. Almost seems like market manipulation to me. ... All right, and let's fix that manipulation because I didn't spell it right. Post that, and there we go. So yeah, that's not good. Now, Bitcoin isn't necessarily crashing because you can still buy and sell on the servers. And the big thing that I wanted to let you guys know about Coinbase here, and we talked about this a little bit the last time Coinbase crashed. A lot of the ETFs that we talk about, whether it's like the Grayscales or the BlackRocks, Fidelity, ARK Invest, Bitwise, Invesco, whatever they are, a lot of them buy their cryptocurrency through Coinbase. So that means if they are down, the support level that we've been using for the past couple months now, as far as ETFs buying up more and more Bitcoin, that's broken for a little bit. So they're not able to keep propping everything up. So the amount of sellers that are coming in, obviously because they want to take profits and they're day trading and looking for any excuse to short the market down, they attack, and there's no support there to hold it up. You know, so just be aware of that at this point. And as far as we see right now, I'll just refresh the page here. Let me zoom out. Everything is still green. Website's good, mobile's good, and advanced trading is good. Last time they were down, last time we had an issue, the Coinbase website was having issues, Coinbase mobile was having issues, and the Coinbase advanced trade was having issues. They were all not red, but yellow. So that's what's going on here. Okay. So this is a heads up. Coinbase is having some issues. This may lead to some issues in the next few minutes. It looks like the announcement from Coinbase was made 9:36, you know, and right here is where you started to see the Bitcoin come down just a tad. This is not a crash event like we had before. I want to stress, if I go back in time a little bit here, I think TradingView is even struggling a little bit here. Yeah, it's not like that. We're not looking at a big move like that where Bitcoin fell down, $5,000. But, you know, Coinbase was able to move Bitcoin down $5,000 by crashing. So just be aware of that. Keep it in the back of your mind. Now, as we watch Bitcoin attempt to go and break above $69,000, there are a few other tokens we have to talk about first. And those are the ones that are really just making these huge moves. And we already know what they are. So Dogecoin kicking off here. Dogecoin broke out a couple weeks ago here, February 14th. I know we talked about it. But, man, it's finally good to see a breakout really hold the test of time here. My big story with Dogecoin has been basically saying, I'm holding it. I know it's been underperforming, but eventually it will rally out of nowhere. And boom, it rallied out of nowhere. Same with all the other altcoin tokens here. But man, I'm just happy to see that they're finally making some headway here because gosh darn it. I was getting tired of saying the same thing over and over. I'm holding Dogecoin. I know it's not going anywhere. I know it's not going anywhere, but I think it will. But I think it will. But I think it will. It's going somewhere. And now, you know, just over the past few weeks, we've gone from February, we've gone from about 8 cents all the way to 17 cents, and it went up as high as 18.30. So we're looking very, very good here as far as Dogecoin's concerned. Let's look at a few other ones here. Bonk, still going to all-time highs, still moving up a little bit higher. I have a little bit of Bonk left, but I pretty much scaled out of this. Funny enough, when we did that, we closed a lot of those positions a couple days ago. One of the ones I wanted to hold on to was Bonk, and I'm just like, that's okay. That's okay. That's why I have other portfolios out there. And there are a few more over here. Dogecoin Mars. Oh my God, TradingView's lagging right now because of so many people using it. Dogecoin Mars broke out a few days ago. It's finally moving up a little bit higher. This one has a lot more room to run up. This is something I've owned for quite a bit of time as well. But I'm just happy it's moving up, guys. There was a lot of tokens where they just have not been moving at all. Now we're starting to see them move. Even Pepe over here. Pepe's all-time highs. This feels like an altcoin season here, doesn't it? Now, we've had a few different breakouts. We haven't talked about Pepe all too much because most of you guys have been asking me more about Bonk, it looks like, of recent months. But again, another breakout just a few weeks ago, and everything is still moving up higher. And how much higher can they go? The sky is the limit at this point in time for a lot of them. Dogecoin maybe has a little bit more of a cap just because, of course, it does have a much higher market cap. But when we look at all these meme tokens right now, and maybe let me adjust this here. I had this because I made a video for you guys. Oh, which reminds me, I should actually do something here. There we go. Forgot I needed to publish a video. let's go to market cap, 24-hour. There we go. Oh, if it'll let me. There you go. 6-day chart. Okay, there we go. Let's zoom in here a little bit. When we look at what's mid-moving up the last 24 hours, eCash is up 61%. That one actually just overtook Bonk. Oh, because Bonk took a little bit of a dip here the last few minutes. Bonk is at 55%. Sheeb is at 50%. BitTorrent is up 31%. Pepe is up 28%. Doge is up 26%. But look at these market caps here. Bonk is still at a $2.6 billion market cap. Sheeb is getting higher at 19 billion. Pepe is still at 3 billion here, and then Dogecoin is at 25 billion market cap right here. So I expect to see things continuing to move higher and higher. I don't think there's Floki hasn't been moving up as much over the last 24 hours. Excuse me, but it is up over 300% in the last 7 days at $1.5 billion market cap. Still a lot of way to go. The Doge stream here is looking pretty well. I think you will see a more concerted effort by people to ask Elon Musk to weigh in and tweet, which could also give these things another big pop here. Those pops come with a little bit more risk as well. But right on here, Whiff, this one's down 13%. It's up a lot. So last 30 days, it's up 569%. But this at a $1.5 billion market cap, this is most likely consolidating and waiting for another big leg up here. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. But all these tokens are now in the top 100, whereas a few weeks ago they were in the top 200. You know, they were between 100 and 200 market caps. Again, Baby Dogecoin's up 18%. Most of the other tokens, they're all up in the top 100 market caps now. We've been looking at a few different plays here. You know, I own a lot of this stuff, but my oh my, we're looking at a very good day here. All right, now on the flip side of this, let me go over here to the daily chart. AI tokens, they're taking breathers. They did not end up having that breakout there. World token taking breathers. Ajax taking a breather. Fetch AI taking a breather. They're taking some moves as money is flowing out of the AI tokens and it's moving over to meme tokens. Again, AI tokens have been the big thing over the past few weeks. Now it's time for the Dogecoin, you know, Dogecoin tree, Pepe tree, meme coin tree basically, and we're looking at some good things. ICP still coming down, ID token coming down, Link is coming down, Loom is coming down, a lot of stuff, Litecoin, a lot of it's coming down because it's already kind of ride up to a certain degree. But just as a heads up, guys, not everything is really moving up. I think of them as great opportunities to buy the consolidation and buy the breakout. That's how I would expect you guys to react to this as well. But when it comes to the meme tokens, I just put out a video a few seconds ago about it. I will reiterate this. And maybe the Coinbase issue is having another effect here. Still operational. We have to keep an eye on this because this Coinbase news as it spreads is going to cause a little bit of panic. Is Bitcoin trending right now? No, it's Supreme Court Constitution. There must have been something going on. Trump, Doritos. How is Bitcoin not trending? I really wonder that sometime when I think about X. Bitcoin should be trending here. No, I don't see too much. Okay, what I'll do here is I'll just go back to Coinbase and we will refresh the Coinbase support here every few minutes and see if there's more news. But it looks like the Coinbase news about it going down a little bit is having an impact on Bitcoin. Not a crash, but an impact nonetheless. All right, there we go. Oh, and if you guys can, please make sure to subscribe. I put this little thing in the middle of the screen where it shows my current subscribers. I'm hoping at least by the end of this week to hit 90,000. I think it'll probably hit before the end of the week, but every subscribe makes that thing go up, so I appreciate it. Oh, and hey, Kilo, happy to see you, my man, DZ, Pablo, Carl. Happy to see you guys. Thanks, mods. And thanks, DZ and Kilo, for being members. And hey, Keith, I'm so done with Coinbase. Yeah, it's not able to really deal with this, and it's kind of a concern because it happened about a week ago, right? Last time we were talking about the Coinbase move. Today's March 4th. The last time it happened was February 28th. Yeah, so a little under a week ago. So they've had time to pay for better servers or make sure that they have a vehicle to increase the amount of servers they may need. they have access to that. Something's wrong with Coinbase right now, and I'm not entirely sure what. They should be able to handle this. They really should be able to handle this, and they're just not being able to. So you are seeing that cause a little bit of a downward move with Bitcoin. At least for now, though, even though the app is having issues, you can still go to the website, you can still use it, you can still use Coinbase Mobile, and you can still do the advanced trading. It seems like spot is working, futures are working, perpetual futures are working. If they're not working, or if one of these things starts to turn yellow, then we know we have a problem. Because again, when we talk about the grayscales, BlackRock and stuff, when they're buying up lots of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they have to go through, well, they don't have to, but they are going through Coinbase, which means all of that buying power is not happening. And then, of course, walls show up, they just get plowed back down, and it messes with that huge demand and supply balance. All right, let me go back over here, though, very fast. Like, is Grayscale even selling anything today? Oh, well, Grayscale bought Bitcoin today, of all things. They had been selling all weeks ago. They sold, so they sold 800, but then they had to come back and buy. So it seems like people are starting to go into Grayscale a little bit here. That's interesting. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. The screens don't load and it just sits there forever, and I end up closing it out rather than buying what I wanted and end up losing out. Let me do this. Let me see if I can do this very fast. I know I have an email for it somewhere. Let's see. Is this it? There you go. Let me go over here. There you go. All right, so if you get out of the video and you log back in, it'll refresh everything, and I have a new description. I just put down below a link for crypto.com, their exchange, if you want to go down there and use their exchange. Now, I know they don't have the same advanced trading stuff, but if you're just looking to trade spot and you just want to be able to see what you're looking for and not see a big old fat zero, I would recommend moving your money over there. You don't have to, of course, but I know a couple of people have been asking about that link, and I've been looking for it, and I finally found it. They literally sent it to me like a week ago. Let's see. But yeah, so I'll keep an eye on it, and then I'll make a video about my collabing with them. They're not paying me or anything, so that's just a heads up. But just to have it in there. When Bitcoin comes down, altcoins pump. Yeah, so Bitcoin doesn't necessarily have to come crashing down or anything. Bitcoin just has to go sideways. When Bitcoin's going sideways, it opens up a whole door for the momentum to shift to altcoins, because during this process, altcoins are basically just consolidating, right? We were just talking about how a few altcoins were coming down. I see Arbitrum is down about 5% right now. That's not me saying, oh my God, I need to sell Arbitrum right now or like that. It's like, hey, I'm waiting for this opportunity to be able to watch them consolidate. When they break out next time, I'll be there to buy the breakout. That's how I've been trying to trade over the past few weeks here, or last few days specifically. No, I know you could say the last few weeks, but what typically will happen is this. People, when they watch my videos or they even watch my streams and stuff like that, when the market is boring and we're consolidating, people typically don't like to buy for some reason. They want to buy after the big move has already happened, and then they're buying into FOMO, and then what happens is after that FOMO kind of dies down, the price consolidates them, and then they sell during the consolidation level there before it decides to keep on moving up higher and higher. So I would just say, if you can wait for those tokens to have a breakout, because you never know if they're technically going to come back down or not, but if you can wait for those tokens to have a breakout, and that's where you would want to buy, and then you would probably want to hold on for maybe anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. Typically, when you have a weekly chart breakout, that's more influential than a daily chart breakout, and that's why we've been talking about different things like a Dogecoin or an XRP or, like Ajax, a lot of different tokens out there. But when you're actually able to do that, it makes life so much easier for trading. For example, here with Bitcoin, I told you guys I wasn't going to buy this Bitcoin dip because I wasn't entirely sure if we were going to come down a little bit more. But I did tell you guys I was going to buy this breakout. And technically I bought it here, bought the breakout, and now look where we're at. Things looking pretty well. I was actually going to scale out a little bit around $66,000. And so my stop loss is now around there, and I'll probably re-enter in here if I have an opportunity if it does strike. Did it go back down to it? When did I do it this morning? No, we didn't break down below $66,000, so the trade is still there. I might still get stopped out here. I was telling the Telegram chat, if it does come back down below $66,000, I'm going to do a 20% scale out. But because I figured I'm going to be streaming here for a while today, I just put my stop loss right here. And so, you know, I would have bought at 62,477, let's just say 62,500, and then sold at 66,000 if it does actually go back down there. And what that does, 66,000, that gives me a 5.62% profit with the 20x leverage. You know, I'm pretty happy with the way the position worked out. Normally I'd probably just scale out a little bit and then kind of let it ride and so forth. But when I stream, I typically don't do too many, you know, trades and whatnot. But those breakouts are good. That's an example for Bitcoin. I think if I just do a little bit of a flash session here, let's go see what else is there. So ADA had the breakout earlier this morning. You can see it's still moving up a little bit. It's giving back some ground though right now. Dogecoin had a breakout earlier this morning over here with the breakout structure. That was at 8 a.m. Excuse me, that was at 8 a.m. yesterday. Ape token broke out here, finally starting to make a move. This is one where it didn't actually have a nice easy breakout. Arbitrum right here, this had a false breakout. Did it close on the day? Oh, never mind, this is a longer breakout. So if you've seen something like this where it's been consolidating for days and days and days and days, and you want to make sure it closes above the trend line to engage that breakout. I thought we were looking at something a little bit different. But yeah, you see those really long breakouts that take, like, this started over in January. You want to have a daily breakout that's confirmed with a closing above it. XS, this breakout happened a while ago, way back over here in February 8th. Still moving up a little bit higher. Brick structure breakout right there above the Fibonacci level at the same time. Momentum is good. And, you know, there's a whole host of things. XRP here, this one's interesting. It just broke out. It's trying to hold right now, and we're hoping that it goes up a little bit higher. But this is a weekly chart breakout. We don't really have too many of these right now because most things have been breaking out a lot earlier. Look at this. XRP, please shoot to the heavens for me. Please. If Dogecoin can do it, XRP can do it, perhaps. And so I'm really waiting on that. And you can see that we're looking at a golden cross here between the 50-week moving average and the 200. And we haven't seen that ever on the Binance charts, at least. We already have the golden cross here. Yeah, so yeah, we're still in a very good spot. A lot of these plays, they're just consolidating. Although I do have to say, it looks like this Coinbase news is having an effect on Bitcoin's price action and a lot of altcoins. Even Dogecoin's coming down, ADA is coming down, Ape's coming back up a little bit more. Arbitrum, Jesus. Yeah, so careful with this, guys. I'll be letting you guys know if I find out any more news. I'm basically going to come back over here every few seconds, just like say, hey, is everything still working? Is everything still working? Because this is the second time that Coinbase has messed with the rally. Second time in a week. Second time in a week. That's not that's not good, folks. That's not good at all. And thanks for subscribing, guys. I really do appreciate it. I got crypto.com yesterday. So far, I like it. Yeah, it seems to be working fine. I enjoy it when I use it. I use it for spot trading, and I really do like it. I've never had a problem with them. I've only been using it, I would say, for the past like year or so. But I bought a lot of my AI tokens from it. And hey, Perez, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Thoughts on DCA daily versus weekly? Does it matter on what platform, like Robinhood, for example, where there are no fees? So for me, if you want to dollar cost average in daily, it's not so much about the fees, because there are going to be fees in certain different exchanges. But remember, if you're on Ethereum or you're on like a crypto.com, you know, there's no fees really for it. And it's fine, you know, you just kind of buy or whatever, or even on Coinbase, it's fine, you know, through the fees, because the fees are based off of how much you're investing, so it's going to be the same fee no matter what. The way I would describe it though is, doing daily dollar cost averaging, I think gives you a better long-term average. If you buy once every week, what typically tends to happen here is that you miss out on some of the larger swings that happen from day to day. So if you notice that, hey, Bitcoin's coming down a lot on this particular day, you can say, hey, I have cash ready to deploy here, and then you can use a certain percentage of your weekly budget to go in there. So you don't even have to have a set $20 a day or $50 a day type of mentality. No, what you can do is just say, hey, I want to invest $200 each week into crypto and into this one crypto token. So if you see it dip down a whole bunch in one day, you buy during there, even if you normally would auto buy every Friday. No, you buy right there on that larger dip. You maybe put half of your investment in there because it's a larger dip. And if it continues to go down, you double down into it. And that kind of helps you get a better average over time, especially in a bull market like this. That's the way I tend to look at it. You don't have to worry about the fees too much. If you are looking about fees for dollar cost averaging with leverage positions, it doesn't matter. You're still paying the fees for a portion. The only thing is, though, if you are going to be doing weekly big or larger buy-ins to dollar cost average, you will notice that your fees are probably a little bit cheaper, perhaps, because you get a little bit more every single day. The funding fees kind of add up a little bit. So maybe you're not paying all the funding fees for the new next deposit, you know? But ultimately, I don't think it's anything huge. When we closed all of those trades on Fairdesk here, pull this over because I still want to see what Bitcoin's doing. I'm still pissed off at Coinbase. Coinbase is just messing everything up right now. All right, let me go over here. All right, so you'll see right here that we did a whole bunch of stuff. And you'll see little fees right here, like the transaction fees when I was trading and then buying and selling. And you'll see the profits over here, the return on the investments, I think. Yeah, the return on investments over here, you know, pretty decent overall. But you see some of these fees, $76 in fees. Oh no, where's the fee? Sorry. $11 in fees, $19 in fees, $3 in fees. And this is me holding stuff from like December, right? So it wasn't necessarily terrible when it comes to leverage, but I would say I was doing this as a test because I'd never done it before. And when I was doing these types of longer term trades here, you know, that lasted a few months. How would I say this? I was using lower leverages like a 2x or 3x, and those take a lot less fees. So for example, if I can find Ajax in here. Oh, here's Ajax and Fetch. So Fetch, I did a 2x leverage, and Ajax, I did a 3x leverage. Oh, it's not going to be good because I put so much more money into Fetch, didn't I? So much more money into Fetch. Okay, well, basically, if you do a 3x leverage, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. I was going to try to show that, but yeah, I really added a lot more money into Fetch AI, which I guess, you know, they both ended up giving me like over $1,400 of profit, which is awesome, especially for holding for just a few weeks, a few months. But yeah, you're gonna have to, the fees are gonna be a little bit more different on leverage trading. And let me go back over here, Coinbase. It took a little bit longer to load the screen this time. All right, let's hop out of here. Anything new on Coinbase support? They don't usually message all too much. Nah, we still seem to be fine here. What I'll do is actually open up a new X page. I want to see if more people are having issues with Coinbase right now. Bitcoin Magazine, just in, Coinbase says some users may experience increased latency and see intermittent balances of $0. Again, that latency is important because that determines if you guys make a profit or a profit or not. You know, if you're not able to sell when you want to sell, that's an issue right here. Hopefully all the trades are still working. Ash Crypto says connection trouble. We are working on a fix. Please try again later. Coinbase said it's downgraded performance, investigating. So Coinbase outages reported the last 24 hours. It's definitely going higher here. A Coinbase engineering team every time Bitcoin pumps. So I would expect that fairly soon we may actually see the advanced trade go from operational to whatever the yellow alert is. Let's see. Oh, okay. A few seconds ago, they just said out a fix has been implemented and we are monitoring the results. So far, if you guys can actually check out your Coinbase accounts for me and see if it's working, that'd be great. If it's not working, you know, that means they still have some work to do. That's going to be very, very important here. SEC and the Coinbase are in cahoots. Well, I mean, they are in close connection with each other, that's for sure. They have to be based on all this ETF news. And hey, Hur, I'm happy to see you, my man. Oh, and Perez, the one thing I would say against Robinhood, I know they have no fees, but they also have like very little amount of cryptocurrency that you can buy. That's something that really, really sucks. And hey, Richard. Hi, Mike and Loki. Hope you guys are doing well. Nice to be able to catch up with you guys while it's early in the evening here in Sweden. Hey, I'm happy I'm able to get, you know, fit you in the daytime, because I know Europeans, totally different time zone, Asia, totally different time zone. And I like having a diverse audience of you know, everybody around the world. I think I'm doubting this all-time thing high Clutch Plays Network. I mean, right now we were actually on a really good roll until Coinbase messed up. The one thing I would say is this: when we're talking about all-time highs, we're talking about Bitcoin and what happens next with all of this. There are a few things you should realize, and I know we talked about this a little bit earlier. Let's go over here to the monthly chart with Bitcoin. Let's go over to the Coinbase chart so we can kind of see historically. You know, when we do break these all-time highs here, you know, we tend to be going up, 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 up. We just start to launch here. We just go straight launching. If we do break out from here, we should be launching up and up and up. Now, one of the good things about looking at a monthly chart like this is like, oh yeah, we're very, very close to breaking out. But this is still the first, or this is the 4th day of March, you know? I know I should zoom out here. It looks kind of wonky. We could always get rejected off of this, consolidate, and still within the month of March go up much higher here. I think that's something you guys should just be aware of. But once we break out above $69,000, there really should be a straight shot up really, really quickly. Now, how does the halving factor into this? We got like 48 days left. You know, that's what things are a little bit more tricky. Typically, we would have a little bit more of a dump around that time, just a small one. Then we would eventually go much higher. But in this case, I just don't know, because institutional money seems to be forcing this up, whether Bitcoin is ready or not. You know, I would say Bitcoin was probably looking to consolidate a little bit more than having a larger move, but no. You know, the ETF happened, and boom, all of a sudden, hundreds of billions of dollars have poured into Bitcoin, and you know, that's a good thing. I'll take it. Even the oscillators on TradingView are saying it's a strong buy for Bitcoin. See me here, and here. Monitoring. No. Okay. Let's go over here and see what else is pumping up a little bit, though. So is Dogecoin able to recover a little bit? No. We're seeing a lot of stuff still struggle a little bit here off of that Coinbase news. KDA is coming back down a little bit here. Pepe. No, Coinbase fucked over a lot of stuff here, guys. XLM? No. Yeah, Coinbase fucked over a lot of stuff. Let's see. Anything else here? Sheeb? Pepe? Yeah, it's... let me add Whiff to the list here as well. Whiff, Tether, perpetual contracts. No, even Whiff got hit pretty hard. Yeah. So, yeah. Save your anger for Coinbase. They are really messing up this really good market. Again, last time it happened, it did cause us to consolidate quite a bit, unfortunately. But it doesn't look like this time, because the servers and everything still seem to be decently working. I think we still have a good shot of trying to break out later on today. Uh, 5-minute chart should work right now. If we can just find some support, we should be rocking and rolling again. It's just a matter of finding support right now. And here, Coinbase is working again. There you go. Coinbase going down means retail is here. Yeah, they are. Well, hey, everybody's been waiting for it. Nobody wanted to buy when Bitcoin was at 16,000, 20,000, 30,000. All of a sudden, everybody wants to buy when Bitcoin's at $66,000. Freaking insane. I'll make a meme of that and post it on Twitter here later on. Yeah, no worries, Jay Perez. Thanks for the super chat again, my man. I appreciate it. Can exchanges knock you out of a scalp if you put too much money down with high leverage? So there are different ways that exchanges will do this. So if you have too high of a leverage and you're not putting in you don't have enough money really in your account to kind of support it, it'll say your leverage is too high a lot of times, just to kind of help you out with so you don't get liquidated very fast. On the other side here, can they knock you out of a scalp? If you're over leveraged in a isolated trade, your position will get liquidated so fast if you have a very high leverage. Typically, when you want to do when you're doing leverages, you're going to be doing a cross plan there. And how would I describe this? When you're trading something like Bitcoin right now, which has been able to have really fast moves down and really fast moves up, it's been volatile. Same with all these altcoins over here. If the price is very volatile, you might not see it on your chart, but within a couple microseconds, the price might have dipped down just a little bit because some guy just sold off a shit ton of his crypto. And then in that flash second, it triggered a liquidity event. And that happens more than you think, which is why I typically say, if you guys are going to be doing these trades with leverage, place a stop loss, place a price target, and just let the trade do its thing. And then afterwards, make sure that your position is lower leverage. And if you do want to do a higher leverage, you have to have a lot of money in your account overall that's not actually invested in any cryptocurrency assets. Or I guess they can be invested in cryptocurrency assets, but you want to make sure that at least the positions are up. That really will save you there. But yeah, it's quite known that, at least to me, because I've been doing this for a long time, that you could do a trade with a high leverage within 5 seconds. Loki? Oh, he's yawning? Okay. Sorry, I thought he was having an issue, but he was just yawning. Within like 5 seconds, a few seconds, your position can be liquidated and cut off. So yes, it can happen because there's so much more data going through than you think. I know we're looking at Bitcoin right now and it's like, it's kind of moving slowly, but there's like, there's thousands, tens of thousands of transactions going on every freaking second. And if just somebody dumps very fast, it doesn't always show up on the chart because it gets bought and back up, of course. Think of somebody doing a large market sell, that type of thing. It can liquidate you really, really fast, or it can get you kicked out of the trade really fast if you have a stop loss. But typically, the stop loss is going to be much lower than where the price action is, once you make the trade. Held on my day swing trades anyway, they can suck it. Well, I mean, at this point, this move down isn't as bad as the last time. Remember? When Bitcoin was down 5,000 bucks, altcoins just freaking crashed for a couple seconds. Even a few days ago, when Bitcoin had that big move down out of nowhere, that shakeout that we were talking about, altcoins took a really big move down here. Hey, what's up, Matt? Just curious, will Coinbase continue to have these problems? I hear you talk about a fair deal with that. What's cold storage wallet do you recommend to store cryptos that use the exchange? Ledger Nanos and those types have always been my go-to here. There are a few other ones that I've tried, but those ones particularly only hold Bitcoin, so I don't necessarily recommend them. They're basically like metal cards that hold Bitcoin on them, which I really enjoy just because they're like stainless steel card. I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I did try out the Cypher Rock. They sent it over to me for a review, but I couldn't even get it to work on my computer, so I just never did a review video of it because it was just bad. It was just bad. But Ledger Nano seems to work very, very well. I was supposed to get a box from another company, but it just never showed up. And so I wasn't able to do a review video on it. Yeah, I would say Ledger is usually just a good go-to one for me. And hey, Robert, no bonk. Bonk isn't doing anything special. It went up a lot over the past few hours, but right now it's cooling off because Coinbase went down. Or they were having some issues, let me put it that way. And the Coinbase going down killed this entire rally that we were just watching. So now we're basically waiting for Bitcoin to find the support level, which looks like it's trying to around the $66,000 mark. And then from here, we're going to try to continue going back up, and maybe Bonk will find some extra support around this level as well and continue moving up towards, again, another wave of all-time highs, right? And hey, Aaron, hope I'm missing your name right. Arian? Sorry, can't pronounce your name properly. I'm so sorry about that. I appreciate the super chat a lot, my man. I really do appreciate it. If you want me to talk about a token, let me know. I am buying puts on Dogecoin. Ooh, that'll be interesting right there. What do you think Bitcoin runs to if besting all-time highs? I mean, it probably starts running up to $75,000, $77,000, maybe cooling off a tad bit for maybe just a day or two before trying to go up towards like 90,000 right afterwards. Yesterday we were talking about some key levels of resistance when it came to Fibonacci's and doing some of those clusters. Once we break out above $69,000, it pretty much is a nice straight shot up for a while. I'm sure we'll have a couple of bumpy days every now and again, but we should just be chugging along, having some really good days, and then every single time we consolidate, having maybe a 2 to 4 days of going sideways where everything just cools off. That's where you see altcoins really having their time to shine during that whole process. So altcoins like right now, Bitcoin's going sky high. Bitcoin's up still around 3,500 bucks on the day. I know it was up a little bit more until Coinbase decided to fuck things up. However, during this time, altcoins are not necessarily having great moves. Right now, Arbitrum is down 4.5%, AMP is down 3%, BNB is down 0.5%, Chili's is down 2.5%, AVAX is down, Comp, Crow down, DOT down, Solana down, Filecoin down, FTM down, ID token down, ICP down, Link down, Loom down, Litecoin, Luna, etc. They're all down right now on the day while Bitcoin is soaring. Now, meme tokens today are just going absolutely out of this world, and that's really what I'm looking for right here. They're doing freaking awesome. But again, there are still plenty of tokens out there looking to consolidate. And if you guys are just jumping in right now, basically Bitcoin was on a very good roar. Everything was really going on very well with Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden we got hit by this Coinbase thing where they're saying, hey, a small set of a small subset of users may see intermittent zero balances across their Coinbase accounts and latency across pages. Trading is not impacted at this time. Our team is investigating the issue and will provide an update shortly. Your assets are safe. As soon as that happened, Bitcoin came down. And right now we're basically trying to hold the $66,000 level of support. We'll see if it's able to do that, but right now it seems like, it's a battle. Let's just call it that. Now, they did say that a fix has been implemented and they are monitoring the results, and some of you guys have been saying that things are still working out. As far as I see, everything is still operational, which is a very good sign, and I don't think we've heard much more from the Coinbase support team as of yet. They might have replied to their post. Oh, here we go. 1 minute ago. We appreciate your patience. We're beginning to see improvements in latencies and completed transfers. Rest assured, your funds are safe. They have to say that. Your funds are safe, your funds are safe, your funds are safe, your funds are safe, because they cannot start a panic here. But Coinbase, for the second time in a week, has killed a Bitcoin rally. That's not good, guys. That really is not good. I think they need to be held to some type of account. Remember, the first time you can maybe say, okay, fine, a whole bunch of volume and we're having a little bit of issues dealing with it. We're not used to it because the rally is going up so fast. They had time to get more server access, right? They had time to do all of that and they weren't able to. That makes me really question them, because even if you guys don't hold your cryptocurrency on Coinbase, it's still affecting the prices of all the cryptocurrencies that you own. And that's not what you want to see here. Let me see. This is CoinDesk. Bitcoin price action will astonish this week, says analyst. Tether stablecoin touches $100 billion market cap. Oof, jeez. I wanted to see what that thing was about the lady for a few seconds ago. Oh, it must have been this one right here. Yeah, Bitcoin claims all-time high in euros, takes aim at the US dollar record. The largest cryptocurrency is now just 5% away from its 2021 high in the United States dollar terms, having already reached records in other currencies. I mean, look at that. I mean, she's probably not happy about it, but you know what? Who cares? Look at this. This is what we wanted to see here, guys. Let me get rid of that, though, for now. And it looks like we're trying to hold here, guys. It does look like we're trying to hold. What a bunch of BS. Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Seems like a lot of alts, including a few meme coins, like Whiff are down. It's due to Bitcoin dominance, or did Whiff hit an all-time high and a slight pullback? A lot of it's not even highs. It's just that they blew up so much and they're just cooling off. Whiff in particular had a massive, and I mean massive run. Let me show it to you right here. Ooh, I know it's in here. World token. Here it is, yeah. In the last 30 days, it's up over 500%. In the last 60 days, it's up over 1,000%. All right. So still massive moves, massive returns. Okay. Loki's trying to get comfortable in this kennel. He's making all these noises like, he's stretching. But yeah, so it did have a massive run. Compare that to maybe Floki, which is still up around 400% in the last 30 days. However, in the last 60 days, it's only up around 380%. Whiff coming down a lot more than Floki right now, especially over the last 24 hours. At least Floki's up over the last 24 hours. The Whiff is definitely down a little bit. That's perfectly okay. But you know what? Market caps are pretty similar. The next time they break out, you know who's going to buy into it? This guy. I'm going to go right back inside. And as Sniper Casper's having a good move back. Oh yeah, that's what we want to see. I mean, so far Bitcoin's managing to hold support here, and it looks like we're trying to make this move. We're trying to. Did we break down below 66,000? We did not break down below 66,000. Right now, my stop loss for my trade is at 66,000 now. So I'm like, please don't break down and then go higher. That would happen. That would happen to me at today when I don't have when I'm not looking at all my trades. Oh, what's right here? Any meme coin hold for the next few months for max profits? I mean, really, as long as you scale out and you're able to lock in some profits, you guys are going to be perfectly fine. I know we're kind of in this euphoria spot where everything's looking really good. Altcoins are really going to all-time highs, a lot of them. Good. Great. Make sure that you actually walk away with some money after holding for all this time. And hey, oh geez, I know that would actually probably be a good idea once things get a little bit more heated here. What are you doing? What you doing? You were just trying to sleep. Want to go and play? I know. Oh, there we go. We'll go play a little bit later. But basically, you know, we're trying to get back on track. The fact that Coinbase has fixed things up, I think that's helping people out a little bit more. I really want to see Bitcoin go to all-time highs, because if that's the case, then again, I'll show you this. I got 2 cigars. It may be later on tonight, but I got 2 cigars I want to smoke. The first one is the Pollo de Monterrey Epicure number 3. This one was released just back in April. No, not April. It was released just back in November. Let me see if I can show this to you. Hooking my phone up to my camera so I can adjust the resolution, or the zoom, whatever you call it. Let's do this. Look at that. So really nice right there. Epicure number 3. This one's one of my favorites. The other one though, this is a Partagas. This is like the long Castro style. There you go. The Castro style right there. This is from July 2021. So it's been around for a minute. Okay, good to go. All right. So I got these ready to go, and these. They just smell so good. Do I think Whiff has more gas in the tank? Yes, I do, but you're not going to buy it until it has a breakout, because the Whiff is not the only token coming down quite a bit today, right? So it's not like it's an outlier with what we've been seeing. But when you go over to Whiff, look at the weekly chart. You know, what you're basically seeing is a cooling down period. And so what you're waiting for is you're waiting for a breakout. So far, it hasn't had any breakouts here, but perhaps what it can do is a little bit consolidating. You'll see a breakout happen, and then that's what you're looking for. Right now, you're just starting to see the MACD, the stochastic, and the RSI all turn negative, and that's not the best of signs here for this one. So it definitely will have a cool down. That cool down is going to be where either you want to do an initial buy-in, or if you want to take a little bit less risk, you know, and maybe a little bit less reward as well, which I prefer to do, I would wait for this to have a breakout. So what could technically happen here is it consolidates for a while, consolidates, you know, and we have some type of trend like that. On that breakout, that's where I tend to buy. It means you're not buying at these lower levels, because again, if you buy at the lower level, you don't know if it's going to come back up. It could always just come back down again, you know. But on that breakout is typically where I'm trying to buy a lot of these assets here. That's a 4-hour chart, so this could happen sometime over the next 2 to 3 days as far as nice breakout. The daily chart here, I mean, come on, we're definitely cooling off. We're seeing the RSI going to turn negative here pretty soon. We're seeing the MACD going to be turning the stochastic turning negative here pretty soon. But again, you know, the way everything is going, it's still so strong. The momentum is still there. I'm just looking for any breakout on the 4-hour chart, maybe even the 1-hour chart to start doing some day trading on it. The 1-hour chart here, again, you see how we had a breakout right here? Breakout with momentum right there. Those you can kind of glide on top of. You're not seeing a solid breakout happening so far. You may even see this one right here, but the oscillators were not really pointing in that direction, unfortunately. One right here, yeah, the oscillators were still not pointing to it too much. Things started to get a little bit better over here. I would say maybe the 4-hour chart's a little bit better for you. Maybe the 15, but the 1-hour chart actually doesn't look like it's doing too great. Yeah, here's one. Breakout here, breakout here. Yeah, that's 4-hour chart's a little bit easier to get around. 1 hour seems to be giving too many false signals out there. But yeah, Whiff is doing good. It's great. It's just ran up so much so fast that of course it's gonna have to get a little bit of a find some support here. All right, there we go. Coinbase's share price is soaring. I mean, I would expect it to be doing so. If Bitcoin's soaring, Coinbase is going up, Robinhood's going to be going up, Crypto.com is probably going up as well. Maybe even some of the miners are going up here pretty too. I mean, can you imagine MicroStrategy right now? Let's see. And hey, 2LGO L2. All-time high cigar. Oh, these cigars are not necessarily cheap. I don't remember exactly which Partagas this one is. This is a Partagas. Here, let me see. Partagas cigar. Cigars International. I don't know. No, I don't know what. Oh, these are not the Partagas cigars. These are like a faker one. This is an older school one. This is like the old style Cuban ones. There's some that they sell in America, and there's some that they sell only in Cuba. Let's not worry about it right now, but it's a nice cigar. I'll try to find out more information when I can. It's up 13%. Let's see. Pepe's updating. Pepe update. Oh, it's not doing anything. Again, right now, same thing for across the board. A lot of stuff came down because of Coinbase having issues. Right? Came down. Overall, they're still having great days, but Coinbase messed up a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Okay. My signal's a little bit slow as far as getting over to you guys on YouTube, so if there's a little bit of buffering, I apologize. I'm looking at some warning signs here coming from YouTube and my software. But yeah, right now it's the same thing for everything. Coinbase going down or having these issues killed a lot of momentum across the market. Right now, Bitcoin is trying to get that momentum going back up. That's what's happening right now. We're trying to build back up the momentum, which again is unfortunate because this is the second time Coinbase has caused the market to come down in a week. But there's nothing much we can do. We basically have to wait and see and hope that the market can kind of shrug off some of this Coinbase nonsense. $1,000, $9,000. There we go. All right. Will be so cool to watch the crypto come roaring back despite their dubious efforts. Yeah, they can slow it down, and I don't even think they want to stop it. I think they legitimately want to slow it down, and I think that's what's happening. Because, you know, fool me once, you know, shame on you. You know, fool me twice, shame on me. They are definitely doing something right now. And again, if they're brazen enough to try to do this again, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that would start to mess with their reputation a little bit too much, but I don't think they need people to care about their reputation all too much, because if they have friends with BlackRock and Grayscale, those are really powerful institutions in our system, and they're just going to go up even higher, right? That's how you guys have to think about this. Hold on one second here. I'm going to take off my head out of here. My heater is kind of getting hot in my room, or my heater is causing it to get hot, and the sun is in full force, so it's actually getting warm in here, and I do not want it to be warm. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. There we go. Pepe rebounding for the last 20 minutes. As far as Pepe is concerned, I know we just talked about it. You know, it's not the best rebound here. You know, it's how much did it fall down? 17%. So basically, these types of moves, they do liquidate people, which is unfortunate. Bitcoin, you're probably not getting liquidated off of that last move. But when it comes to these altcoins here, yeah, you're going to be liquidated if you have a position. Because let's say you bought right here. Let's say you bought this breakout. You saw momentum was on the rise. Breakout here, and you know, you bought it. Okay. You were technically up around maybe 9 to 10%. And maybe your price target was around there. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But if you were having a trade, you know, perhaps you were looking for it to come all the way up here to this next level of resistance. All right. Well, if that's the case here, you didn't actually hit that price target. You're like, okay, we didn't hit it here. That's fine. Didn't hit it here. Okay. You know, and we're consolidating a little bit more. Then all of a sudden, you know, Coinbase starts to have issues. That knocks the price down probably lower than where it otherwise might have been, you know. And what that does is it basically just forces your stop losses to hit, whether it's right here or something, or if you're trading right here, your stop loss might have been right here or right here. It messes up everything. You know, so there's going to be new buyers that are trying to get back in here, but Coinbase just lost a lot of people a lot of money, and they're not going to face any consequences for it. I want to see if this is where I think the SEC comes into play. I would like to see SEC give a fine to Coinbase for doing this, but I don't know if they necessarily will. Pepe Coinbase listing soon? Probably not. They're really picky about some of the tokens they have sometimes, and I guess Pepe has a connotation with like conservatives or something. I think I don't know exactly how it worked out, but I remember talking to somebody from Coinbase back like a year ago, and they were talking about it. And there's something that Pepe a long time ago was associated with something that's very conservative or something. I don't know. And then they were like, we don't want to be viewed as hopping into that territory because they don't want Republicans mad at them. They don't want Democrats mad at them. They want to be chilling here. Let's see. Dento's having a nice little pop. Ooh. Yeah, sorry guys. I know it's buffering right now. I think it's just because I'm streaming more midday when there's much more traffic.